I was writing paper on the PC, and it was like bleep, 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 bleep. And then, like, half of my paper was gone. And I was like, It devoured my paper. It was really good paper. And then I had to write it again, and I had to do it fast, so it wasn't as good. It's kind of a bummer. I'm Ellen Feist, and I'm a student.
Kind of a pain to carry around a whole lot of CDs, so I try and stick all of them inside one case, but that never works because then it puts too much pressure on the little door and always get cracked and split open. You have these heavy textbooks that are banging against them all day, and CDs spill out and they get scratched by all the crumbs in your bag. I love my iPod. 100 CDs and something that's, you know, that big. So much music. It makes me feel powerful. Hamilton Morris. I'm a student.
You can make art, send messages, you can write letters, you can do your bills, communicate, play music, watch movies. Apple. All you can do with the parfait is eat it and poop it out. I rest my case. Computer is better than the parfait. And this parfait is good. My name is Will Ferrell, and I'm a porn actor.
Welcome to Macworld, New York. We are really thrilled to be here. We got some great stuff this morning, too. It's going to be a long show, but a good show. So let me start off with our Switchers campaign, which you just saw some fun ads of. Our research shows us that there are a lot of people that use Windows that want to switch to a Mac, but they're a little concerned about this or that. And we thought, how can we best get them to take the next step? And the best way we thought of was to have people just like them who had switched tell them about the experience and what it was like. And that's what the Switchers campaign is all about. These are real people telling their story. How successful has it been so far? Well, the stuff we know, we set up a website, and in a little over a month, since June 10th, we've had 1.7 million unique visitors to that website. And since we can tell whether they come in on a PC or a Mac, I'm pleased to report to you that 60% of those, or about 1 million of them, are running Windows. Another thing we're seeing is we're seeing products start to come out, like this product from a company called Detto, which they're announcing at the show today, called Move to Mac. It's got software that runs on your PC that sucks all the files out, all your preferences and all your files, and helps you burn. Actually, they have a USB cable in the box. You hook it up to your Mac, and you run some software on your Mac, and it takes those files off your PC and puts them all in the appropriate places on the Mac for, I think it's $59. So there's some products like this coming out, too. The response we've had to this campaign has been off the charts, and you're going to see a lot more of it because we think there's a lot more switchers out there. Now, one of the places we're really seeing this very viscerally is our retail stores. We're seeing people walk into the stores with the switcher ads under their arms saying, "Tell me more." And as you know, we have 31 stores now. I'm really pleased to report that in these 31 stores, we're seeing over 100,000 visitors a week. We had 130,000 last week. Now, to put that in perspective, this Macworld is the largest computer show on the East Coast. And yet, in our 31 stores today, we're seeing 2 Macworlds worth of visitors every week. That's 100 Macworlds every year. 5 million visitors a year. And some of them are buying more than one computer. We're seeing small business customers, education customers come into the store. This one in particular is buying 25 iBooks. It's the best buying experience that we know of in the world. We're opening our 32nd store tomorrow. Apple Soho. And we are so proud to be in New York City. This is our first store in New York City. And it's at the corner of Prince and Green Street in Soho. This is the subway stop in case you might want to go there. We've been in construction for a while, a big barricade up in the front. And it's a perfect building for us. It's in a 100-year-old building that's an old post office. And it's a New York post office. As a matter of fact, the post office is still in the back fourth of the building. And we're in the front three-fourths of the building. And it's called Station A. 100 years ago, they were thinking about us. Station A. And when you walk in this beautiful old building, it's pretty wonderful on the inside. I'd suggest you go check it out. Beautiful skylight to get some natural light in the store. All of our products displayed. And to get you upstairs, we built this really beautiful staircase all out of glass. It's an engineering marvel in itself. And we have two Genius bars upstairs, 40 feet of Genius bars. It's been the most popular thing in our stores. We have more software titles than we've ever had before. And we have the best and biggest kids section we've ever had before. So it's worth going to check out. It opens tomorrow at 8 a.m. If you really want to get in, you might want to get there a little early. Apple Soho. Okay. So let's get into the technology. I want to start with Mac OS X. There have been some questions raised about how many people are actually using Mac OS X lately. Well, let's talk about it. How many active users do we have? We got a lot. We've grown from under 500,000 active users a year ago to 2.5 million active users today. This is a very accurate number. We have several ways to triangulate this, and they all point to 2.5 million active users. But let's add on the next 2 quarters of this year, because we think over the next 2 quarters we're going to double that to 5 million active users by the end of this year. As you know, in January, we switched all the new Macs we ship out of Apple to boot up in Mac OS X. And we just finished some research that answers the question, what percentage of those people who've bought new Macs in the last 6 months are choosing to keep Mac OS X as their boot OS? And the answer across all our product lines, 77% on average. And so we are very confident that we are going to hit 5 million active users by the end of the year. We are right on top of our predictions on these numbers. And that represents 20% of our installed base going from 0 to 20% in 24 months. That is the fastest OS transition we know of in history. Faster than anything Apple has done, faster than anything Microsoft has done. And so we're pretty proud of that. And we think the Mac OS transition is going well. And of course, at this stage, it's being driven by applications. And we're seeing some great news there, too. We've gone from under 500 applications 15 months ago to 3,500 applications today, native in Mac OS X. And there's some new ones, too, being announced at the show. Alias Wavefront is announcing Maya 4.5 here at the show on Mac first. Now, why are they announcing it at Macworld? Why would they announce Maya, a whole new release of Maya, at Macworld? Because Maya on the Mac has gone from 0% of their business when they announced it 9 months ago to 25% of their business today in 9 months. How many software developers would like to grow their software business by 25% in 9 months these days? I think a lot. Another developer, Blizzard, came out with a